The American dream. It's a phrase as ubiquitous with this country as apple pie, baseball, and, well, crippling student loan debt. This idea that no matter where you come from, with enough hard work and determination, you too can achieve success and upward mobility. But lately it feels like that dream is getting harder and harder to reach, like trying to grab a fistful of sand. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. Is the American dream really dead, or just going through a rough patch? Let's dive into the factors contributing to this growing sentiment. Let's talk about economic inequality, shall we? The gap between the haves and the have-nots is wider than a canyon, and it's only getting wider. It's gotten so bad that if the average American family were a pack of M&Ms, the top 1% would have eaten all the blue ones, bought a second bag just to hoard the blue ones, and then built a chocolate castle guarded by an army of peanut M&Ms. And don't even get me started on the shrinking middle class. Remember when you could buy a house, get a college degree, and not have to choose between paying rent or going to the doctor? Yeah, me neither. The cost of living has skyrocketed faster than a Jeff Bezos rocket, while wages have crawled along at the pace of a sedated sloth. Student loans, the Millennial and Gen Z starter pack essential. We're now saddled with trillions of dollars in debt, and it's crushing our dreams faster than a hydraulic press on a pile of marshmallows. From factory floors to call centers, the shifting job market. The manufacturing sector has shrunk faster than a wool sweater in a hot dryer, replaced by a service and tech-driven economy that often feels about as stable as a unicycle on a tightrope. Systemic barriers, not a level playing field. Systemic barriers based on race, gender, sexual orientation and disability are still alive and well, creating an uneven playing field. Millennials and Gen Z. The burnout generations? Millennials and Gen Z face a unique set of challenges. They're entering adulthood saddled with debt, facing a volatile job market, and grappling with the existential dread of climate change and a global pandemic. The sticky ladder of social mobility. The American dream is increasingly feeling like a hereditary condition, passed down from one generation to the next, like a set of fine china you never wanted but now have to dust every Sunday. In God we trust, the erosion of faith in institutions. Trust in institutions like the government, the media and corporations has eroded faster than a sandcastle in a hurricane. Redefining the dream, what do younger generations value? Younger generations are starting to question the traditional definition of the American dream. They're less focused on material wealth and more concerned with things like work-life balance, mental health, and making a difference in the world. The American dream, RIP or TBD. So, is the American dream dead? Well, it's complicated. Some argue that it's not dying, but simply evolving. But let's be honest, the challenges we've discussed are real and they're having a profound impact on people's lives. Rebuilding the American dream for the 21st century requires acknowledging these systemic issues and taking concrete steps to address them. We need to create an economy that works for everyone, not just the privileged few. Rebuilding the dream requires tackling these systemic issues to restore faith in opportunity and fairness for all.